Hey there, Stampers. This is Sherry Roth. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Alberta, Canada. And I am here to share with you two simple techniques that you can do with your embossing folders. So for the month of September, all month long during my lives, I am focusing on different embossing folder techniques because I find embossing folders, as beautiful as they are, I don't use them often enough. So I wanted to explore some different techniques and share them with you. So this is the second of the weekly series, and I will link in the description below where you can find the first one if you missed it. And today I'm sharing two very simple techniques. Okay, so first up, I've got a piece of basic white cardstock that I've gone ahead and I've embossed using the time-worn type embossing folder. And I am just simply going to take an ink pad and rub it across so that the pattern, the raised portion of the pattern, stands out. It's as simple as that. So a quick and easy technique. And then you can see here that this is the card that I created using that technique. So just taking your ink pad and swiping it across. For this card, I've used the Hello Harvest bundle from the July to December mini catalog. I love this bundle. So I colored in, stamped with Memento ink, colored in using Stampin' Blends. I added a little bit of craft cardstock in behind so that that focal point would really pop, and then added some silver threaded twine in behind here. All right, so that's the first technique. The second one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of white cardstock. Oh, here it is. And I'm going to use my Simply Scored board. So this is a scoring tool that you can use. I'm going to put the cardstock in and use my scoring tool and score every ½ inch. Now, if you don't have a Simply Scored board, you can use your paper trimmer with a scoring tool as well. So every ½ inch. Okay. And then I'm going to repeat the process that I just did on the other card. So I'm taking some Sahara Sand ink, and with the raised portion down, so this is the valley. The valley is up. And I'm just going to take it. My ink pad, I think, needs to be refilled. And I'm just applying some ink on here. And you can see that it only goes on the panels that are raised. It doesn't go into the groove where we did that embossing. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And I'm going to use one of the folders that is part of the Elegant Eucalyptus embossing folders. I'm going to position this in so the Stampin' Up! Logo is face up, and I'm going to center this. So it's centered up and down, and then also side to side. That looks good. So I've got my platform number 1. And then I'm going to use my platform number 4 because this is a 3D embossing folder, and I'm going to feed it through. So this gives you the look of burnt wood, the way this technique ends up looking. So we'll set that aside. Okay, and now this is what it looks like, which is beautiful, but I really want that image to stand out even more. So I'm going to bring back my scrap paper, and this time I'm going to take soft suede ink, and I'm going to lightly brush that over top, and see how it really makes that embossed image stand out. And to me, this just reminds me of burnt wood. I just love the look of it. It's so pretty, and it's such a simple technique to do. So let me bring back the card so you can see here. So here I've used the Stylish Shapes dies. So I used these two banner dies, the larger one cut from vellum, The Woohoo is from the Charming Sentiments stamp set. So I use this greeting just stamped in soft suede. And then that is some more of that silver threaded twine. And what you can do, I cut a length that's about, I don't know, 14 inches or so. When you start to separate it, then what you can do is the pieces will actually just slide out nicely. So you can just pull them out. So you don't have to separate it all the way down. And then I just put 2 of those pieces together, tied a bow, and added that behind, and then with some rustic metallic dots on there as well. All right, so let's bring in the other one. So I hope that you guys learned a little something new. I hope that this encourages you to pull out your embossing folders and do a little bit of direct to paper techniques using those beautiful patterns, really make those patterns pop. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you are not yet a subscriber. And I will have a full link to all of the supplies in the description below, as well as a link to the previous video. And be sure to join me over on Facebook, my Stamped Treasures Facebook page, so that you don't miss out on next week's video. Thanks so much for watching.